So a day in the life of an engineering team member really varies depending on who you are. So if you're in QA, it's much different than if you're on one of the development teams. So let's say as a GRIN engineer, what that would look like is you would come in, you would evaluate kind of what your tasks are. We use Scrum. And so you'd look at what you've got for your sprint. You would go into a daily stand-up, talk about what you're doing, any roadblocks you have, any help you need with your teammates. And then you would just start working and get in there on the code. You would be collaborating with your QA partners to figure out any issues that have come up on how to resolve them, and then working with your lead if you get stuck on something, helping out your team members as they're working on something that you might be a little bit more knowledgeable.
My favorite GRIN core value is ownership. I really enjoy that because I think if you make a mistake, you take ownership of it. I think that this helps everyone work together and be honest with each other, and everyone's just trying to be better as a team. So I think that really takes a lot of pressure off.
So one of the skills I think have served me well, especially in the few startups I've worked at and definitely at GRIN, is the ability to take kind of an ill-defined problem where the solution is maybe not known, just a vague, we know it's a problem, we need to figure out something to do it better, and having the autonomy to explore, research, experiment, and then bring it home with a solution. Nothing's very cookie cutter, and I like that.
Yeah, the biggest challenge is just keeping up with the industry. It's evolving so quickly with the customers that we have and what they're looking for to satisfy their customers and their influencers. It really doesn't just necessarily touch on one piece. It's almost everything on a day-to-day basis.
I would say it actually makes it better because they really prioritize work-life balance. So although you do work hard, you still have the option to go to the gym in the middle of the day if you need to, and you can put your health as a priority as well. And I think that that's something that a lot of startups don't really prioritize. So I super appreciate that.
Professionally at GRIN, to grow within the engineering department, we have a set of criteria for the technical track for progression. And what I ask each manager to do is really assess their team members, figure out where are they, where is the next level, and what are the various improvement areas, development areas that are going to help accelerate the person to that next level. We also provide each team member with the ability to define an area that they want to develop their professional experience in. And we review that in a development plan every quarter during our quarterly reviews. And that comes with the ability to spend time and as well as GRIN funded money for books, training classes, and such for the employees.
I would say one of the particular interesting things about my role in this job at GRIN that I never really experienced in other SaaS companies I worked at is how public our customers are. I found it very fun to see our customers on the shelves of a store like Target, where they started as e-commerce and then ended up on a shelf in Target. And I know they used some features that I worked on. I have found that pretty cool and rewarding that I haven't had in some of my other SaaS jobs.
What inspires me is developing an industry that really hasn't evolved yet. We're on the cutting edge of that, the influencer industry, really a 21st century industry that really hasn't been explored or owned by a particular company. It's kind of the Wild West per se, and there's a lot of opportunity for growth there.